The last siren. No siren has ever charmed the listening ear of the sailor as much as the listening ear has charmed the heart of the siren. She has wings and claws because love flies and wounds. The thrum of her pulse hums of mysteries older and deeper than the seas that spawned her. She is a worshipper of the sun, leonine by birth and temperament. At night, in dreams, she feels its golden beams like a frenzied incubus, all burning fingers and searing kisses, gilding every inch of her skin until she turns bronze with want. But during the day, the sun is a face she can never see, too luminous, too blinding, too unforgiving. So near and yet so far away. Though, of course, the rare moments it shone, she was grateful, even if its rays never actually warmed her skin. Her sun was like that old joke about French rifles, dropped once, never fired. A dark star that'd rather hide than shine. Yet, over the years, she has become a shallow creature, and it is the sun's elusiveness, its very diffidence, that has captured her imagination. She lives in fog country, in perpetual November, too many stories above a quaking earth she tries to soothe with her song. There, by an ocean that too often drowns her voice with its angry roar. And cliché though it is, she loves rainbows, because rainbows meant the sun was shining somewhere nearby. She especially loves the rainbows in clouds. Irisation, she once read it was called. Tiny ice crystals, refracting sunlight like diamonds. Named after the Greek goddess Iris, goddess of rainbows, and messenger of Zeus and Hera to the mortals below. But she knew clouds were actually silent ghosts, and that rainbows only formed in them when those poor old muted spirits cried cold silent tears for the lives and loves they lost. Yes, love flies and wounds, yes, but he was still beautiful. Rainbows and clouds prove this. She daydreamed of being supraluminal to outrun time. Time was dragging her by the hair, caveman-like, to long dark nights without dreams, where the birds do not sing. Time touched her heart, imparting memories lost in faraway cities she'd never been, where her most beautiful words sweetly sung as her naked tears streamed ice, stinging her cheeks. Always dreaming of a wind to raise his worn sails, always waiting for a wind to return to his land. Sail to me, let me enfold you. Here I am, waiting to hold you. She sang to the indifferent shore, come into my arms, come into my arms. My caress is gentle as dew on leaves. Come into my arms, find on my breast the loving smile of your long-lost mother. Her tune dispersed to vapor with time's hot breath, time forever determined to drag her far beyond the waves in a starless space where morning never comes to chase the darkness away. She cannot remember how to swim. She is trying to forget him, the one she calls her son. At the abandoned Spanish fort, she buried a cache of pictures she downloaded of her seasick sailor inside the barrel of an old Civil War cannon. She runs there every twilight, flying up the 4 flights of granite stairs, placing her hand in the gun's mouth like it was la boca de la verità, afraid each time she reaches in to pull him out, her fingers will be bitten off for perpetuating his lie. but so relieved when they're not, she laughs and presses the cell phone to her mouth to kiss it like a conquering hero returned from war. Every twilight, she walks over to the very edge of the battlement, leaning over it like it was Juliet's balcony, looking out past the purring waves into the open sea, cradling her phone in her hands like she was holding the sweet face of a spent lover. Then she goes home on her own, pretending he's beside her. All alone, she lays with him till morning. Without him, she feels his arms around her. She'd close her eyes and fall asleep as he'd enshroud her. In the night, the moonlight shines like silver. In the bed, their bodies flow together like a river. In the darkness, their eyes are full of starlight, and all she sees is she and he forever and forever. And yet, something always stops her from singing out. Her vision clouds, and her naked arms and legs begin to shiver. Because she knows it's only in her mind. That she's lying to herself, by herself, and not with him. That he's now deaf, dumb, and blind. He'll never hear her. He refuses to listen. She loves him, but every day she's learning. All this time she's only been pretending. Without her, his world will go on turning, a world that's full of happiness that she can never know. She's losing her voice. She can no longer deny the unassailable truth. The song ignored is a fatal gash, a knife twisted in every siren's heart. Yes, love flies, then wounds.